Dan.
What's up, everybody? I'm Nerdycouch.
Wow.
Hey guys,
Come on, go ahead. Give us our Nerdycouch theme song, little guy.
It's all up to you, man.
Nerdy Couch, go! Nerdy go, go, go! Nerdy Couch is rule!
Yay!
Okay, I like it. We're gonna record that. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nerdycouch. We are doing the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode number 3. Beside me, I have Rob Lee. That side.
that's it.
Underneath me, I've got Rob Couch, my brother
Hey,
from the
guys.
same mother. And beside him, we have none other than Grimm.
And here we have Raccoon.
Raccoon, and we've got someone else there in the little bit of the corner there.
Yeah, sorry.
Um,
Sorry. I love you too. Good
oh,
night.
isn't that sweet? So, before we get started, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hi, Monica. How are you today?
Hello.
Thank you
Hey,
for joining
Monica.
us. Before we get going, we might have a bit of a special guest. Not sure when they're going to show up, but I can't tell you who that is quite yet. But you'll see when they get here. They're running a bit late by the looks of it. No, the unicorn is patrolling the area.
Okay.
We are such a big channel here that we need security on the facility. So we will.
Steve?
Pardon me?
That
Is
makes
it
sense.
Steve?
Coach.
Oh, bloody Steve. Anyway, before we get on to the actual show here, Shotgun, you had a question for us about the MCU, maybe something you didn't understand because you're just catching up on a lot of the movies. You just finished Endgame.
Watch Endgame. So I like to say that I'm only 6-7 movies behind. I'm not as far as I thought it was. I thought it was like 11 or 12. I may be 7 behind. I do wish I would have
That's a lot.
watched like at least half of those to most of those before I started watching this show, because a lot of it doesn't make sense sometimes. Like
Right.
the blip didn't make sense until we talked about it. Until I watched the end game, I didn't understand what the blip meant.
I kind of went through the blip with you guys.
Yeah.
We're with you, and you kind of understand it a bit more. I paraphrased on it. I didn't want to give a lot away because there is a lot in other movies that they touch on that, but you have the basic concept of it. Monica says only 7 movies. Eh?
Only 7.
So, but you have the end game, you have Infinity Wars, and you have the end game under your belt now. So a lot of things must be coming into place for you.
It does. So one of the biggest questions I have right now is Thor's hammer. Wasn't it not only being able to pick up by Thor?
Well, the rules on that, Rob, if you do want to, if you don't remember, Grimm, do you want to take that?
I believe Thor's hammer can only be wielded by really powerful ladies. Oh, sorry.
So Nerdycouch is able to pick it up.
Yeah, because
Okay.
only those who are worthy can pick it up. And Steve Rogers was always thought to be worthy, and then they kind of proved that when he was able to pick it up.
And that's what my question was when Steve Rogers picked it up, because even Hulk couldn't pick it up, and he's like super strong. So
that's because strength has nothing to do with it.
It doesn't. It's not about that. It was weird, really weird, man. It's the first time I seen anybody else pick it up but Thor, and he's kicking ass with it. It was awesome.
It's probably one of the better scenes too.
It was really cool when he was swinging it around, knocking everybody out. I really a lot.
Grimm's getting beat up or something.
there was a lot happening there for a second. Sorry. The raccoon is going to bed, and then chaos ensues. You know how raccoons are.
Yeah, rocket there. But yeah, so that clears a little bit up for you, eh?
Yeah, that was a big thing for me. I didn't realize that just anybody, worthy in Odin's eyes, I guess, could pick it up.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep. That's pretty much it, and it doesn't really tie too far into the story that we're just going to talk to or about today.
Yeah,
but it's definitely nice for you to, be caught up on this stuff. So
yeah, it has nothing to do with Winter Soldier, but it's just something to know and something to be caught up on is nice to know.
Okay, Grimm, I gotta go grab a drink real quick. If you want to just take over for a minute.
I don't really know where we are, but sure. So
Here, we'll leave you with this.
We start off
on today's episode.
Do the spoilers and stuff.
Again, we'll be talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 3. Obviously, during this video, you will find spoilers. So spoiler alert. Just so we're clear. Rob, you may find some spoilers to movies that you have yet to see.
Sure.
Throughout this episode. Yeah. We are not a PG group all the time, though. We who's this? Is that the Easter Bunny?
You were at my house today.
Hi, Easter Bunny.
You left chocolates for my kids.
Nice. You had a busy night. I'm glad you could join us here on the Nerdycouch, Nerdychat. Yeah. Did you sleep today?
Probably not.
No. All around the world, eh? Darn. Oh, well, thanks for joining us.
I give Santa so much credit, but not really Easter Bunny.
Okay, we'll be quiet. We won't tell you we're here. Thanks so much for coming, Easter Bunny. What a treat that was. I can't believe that was happening. Where was Dan? Dan missed it. The nerdy one himself missed the Easter Bunny. He's going to be so disappointed when he gets back.
Just like the pokeroo.
Yep, you had a good drink, eh?
Oh, hey.
All right, I got a drink here.
Welcome back.
All right.
So, guess what? While you're away, the Easter Bunny showed up.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
No. Easter Bunny.
I just missed her. Oh. She was supposed to tell me when she was here.
She didn't even leave the chocolate.
Well, I mean, there was a trail of chocolate on the way here. So I was like, what's going on? I hope it was chocolate. Tinarius, how's it going? No, that wasn't me at all. That was apparently the Easter Bunny, which I missed. I'm probably not going to see her till next year now.
I can't see it. That was a long night she had, so
yeah,
exciting.
Yeah, I'm really sad I missed her. Anyway, we got to do a spoiler warning. If you haven't seen anything of the episode 3 or any of the episodes, go ahead, watch it. Go ahead, watch the previous Nerdy Chat videos on this subject, and then come back and watch us on the replay. We don't want to spoil anything for you. Also,
I would say, Mr. Nerdy, that we do such a great job of covering the episodes. You probably don't even need to watch them. You could just watch this channel.
Yeah, I think you still should watch it, though. Also, content warning. We're going to try to keep it PG, but if something slips out, we don't want anybody to be, offended by it.
Cancel us.
Just, yeah. We just wanted to put that warning out there just to cover our butts.
That's right.
So, anyway, episode starts off in this way.
A little bit of a sweet commercial happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got the Global Repatriation Council. Say that 5 times in a row.
This organization would have taken place while half the population was in the dissolved into the
There's an easy
blurb.
way of saying that. Blurp.
What is blurb?
The blip.
Yeah, because the blimp was not the same.
Dropping some knowledge there.
To me, when I hear the blimp the first time, it was thinking it's this blimp that's in the sky, but this is not a blimp that's in the sky. So
yeah, that's because they call it the blip.
Yeah, it was
yeah. So this,
I would this little global repatriation council have happened just after the blip? I would imagine, right?
I think it was a manner of having support in that time, and it was a time of need that. Or was it after the blip came back?
I think it was after the blip for the people that came back. Like all of a sudden, the new world 5 years later.
Yeah, because I mean, there would have been border changes and all kinds of other. I think they mentioned kind of like getting used to your new borders or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what's happening with it?
I've gotten some candy from the Easter Bunny. She came back just specially to see me. Thank you very much.
That's very nice.
There you go. You guys, gummies.
Yeah, we got some gummies. She knows how much I like my gummy bears. So, anyways, yeah, I think I would agree with you, Rob. How I think that this takes place. Come here, bud. I think it takes place after that 5-year blip as a support system, because they showed that like the rebuilding of stuff and everything, and it's supposed to be some grand support system, reset, restore, rebuild, right?
So
Very
it's like
touching.
It's the government version of the like the kind of the opposite of the Flag Smashers. Then they want to see stuff go back to the way it was before, and these guys want to just kind of do a smooth transition.
Yeah, or so it seems. Because after this touching, after the touching advert, after the touching, reminder not to pause after that word, eh?
After the touching.
After the touching. After the very heartfelt advert, immediately they cut over to a scene of this military van pulling up with the same letters on it and stuff like that, right?
The police.
The policia. And Walker steps out of the vehicle.
Texas Ranger.
Yep, the Texas Ranger steps out of that vehicle.
I really felt like this scene said a lot about who the Cap is there, because he kind of flowed in acting like the good guy, but that dude says that the Americans are all like, brutal and pushy and bullies and kind of stuff. And then what? Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of snapped. Yeah.
And then he spits in the Cap's face there.
Yeah, not showing any respect.
No.
Drops a loogie right on him, and Cap loses it right away.
Yeah, showing a little bit of the true Walker there. He's super frustrated that he's not getting any respect, saying, "Do you know who I am?" type deal. And the guy replies, "Yeah, I just don't care."
Yeah.
Right?
Mic drop.
So he's super frustrated that he's trying to be the best Cap he can be, but nobody cares. They know he's not a legit Cap, right?
That's right. I wouldn't be scared of that Cap. I think I can take him.
So before
think-
that, go ahead, Rob.
Well, I think after that was when they come out and Cap and Battlestar are
Yeah.
talking, and he says, you know, of course these people aren't going to help you. You know, Emphas Nest is helping these people, or she's giving them medicine, swooping in with the Cloud Riders there.
She's gained loyalty with these people, right?
Yeah, like she's helping all the refugees out.
Great.
You can kind of
That's how you
see
get respect.
a split there between them too, like a split of ideals there, where the new Cap is more focused on his like agendas, and Battlestar is kind of seeing the lighter side of the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, he almost
It's,
he almost
Well, he
has
was
feel
beaten
for
up
the
on-
emphasis.
Go ahead. What were you saying there, Grim?
I said Battlestar almost seems like he, feels Emphas Nest, like he has a little sympathy for that cause.
So I think
what
that's
were
the
you
thing.
going to
Well, they're
I
trying
was
to
just
keep.
saying when he was beating up on that guy there, Battlestar didn't look like he appreciated how he controlled the situation.
or approve of type deal?
Yeah, he didn't approve of it. Like he
Yeah.
thought he shouldn't have handled it that way.
Yeah, I don't think so. Rob Lee, what were you saying?
Oh, I was going to say I guess the Cap is trying to think of the Flag Smashers as like a terrorist group.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that they're the good guys.
Through the majority of it, other than one little part where we'll get to, they seem like their agenda is for the good, right? And Cap says, like, if we can't figure out what we're gonna do, or if we can't get any information out of this guy, we'll go to somebody who might know more, essentially, right? But Bucky and Sam have beat him to the punch.
Just out of curiosity, when anyone else hears the name Bucky, do they automatically think Lassick? Or is that just me?
Not until this moment and forever on.
No, not yet.
You're welcome.
So thank you for that. Yeah, so he goes and has a talk, insists that he talks alone because it might go over better, so Sam stays out in the hallway.
Yep. He's just which is, putting a lot of faith in Bucky not getting turned by the man that we see before us here.
Who had a big part in was it
Civil
War?
I was gonna say Secret Wars, but
Civil War.
my head's definitely somewhere else. What's interesting is that when he first steps up, when Zemo first steps up, he's uttering those words, those key phrases, trying to see if he triggers him.
Yes.
Which I thought was brilliant for him, as just hit like the first thing as he says, really. So
Bucky's all those, that's not me anymore.
yeah, Zemo says like there's still a little bit of that in you. You can see it. So starts asking him some questions, starts asking for help and such.
Must be desperate.
Look at all the mess under Zemo's bed. I mean,
Well, it doesn't look like he has a lot of room.
no.
You do with what you got.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, after their talk, we go to this garage of some sort that Bucky has brought Sam to, and that's where they have this discussion about whether to break Zemo out.
Yeah,
Right?
I thought this was a brilliant scene. The way he goes, well, let me just tell you how I would do it.
Yeah.
And as he's describing it, it's actually happening. A little sneaky.
Yeah. Yeah. So it does that kind of back and forth where he's explaining hypothetically how this could happen. And then Zemo actually helps Zemo break out by causing a distraction essentially, and then Zemo hijacks a guard suit and walks out. To me, this seemed a little easy. You know, it seemed a tad bit easy, this breakout. You know,
you have a little more security on him.
This was like the discount version of Ocean's 11. Right here. Very short scene. Obviously, they can't take forever to explain it. They had to make it a short scene, right? Because it has very little significance to the actual story. They just need to know that he got out.
Even so,
Did seem a little easy.
There was why was he still in there if it was that easy to get out?
That's been a big discussion about this episode. He's obviously a smarter guy than the average person in this joint, I'm assuming. It's very minimum security.
Yeah. Like there wasn't that many guards, you know.
But anyway, they do a bit of a scene where there's a hypothetical breakout, which turns into it actually happening. And the way that they talk about it, it's kind of a fun scene.
Yeah.
Right? And then you find out, and he walks in, and there he is.
Not very happy.
Yeah, Falcon is not cool with it at first.
I don't know what Sam would have done if Bucky didn't stop him.
I think that the dialogue in these scenes are pretty great, though. Like, just Zemo's little quips about, I think I can be of value, and they're like, shut up.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was kind of an interesting, like the way that they were meshing was kind of interesting in these scenes for sure. Did I freeze or what happened?
No, I was reading Tynerius's comment here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's saying they didn't really need to escape after Bucky mentioning this serum that gave him the reason. Yeah, they need to figure out where the serum's coming from. This is a necessary evil, essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they eventually come to an agreement where they're going to work together. But obviously Sam's not happy with it. So they go to the garage.
Ooh.
Where there's these tons of cars and stuff, right? He's like, okay, so we're going to steal a car? He's like, no, these are my family's cars.
Yeah, these are all mine.
Right? And he searches through one of the cars and he finds that iconic mask.
He has it all stashed, like he knows where it is. It's stashed there for come pick it up.
Slyly puts it in his bag.
Yeah.
And stuff. And he's kind of explaining why he's going about this, how he stopped the program once before, and he'll do it again, because if not, then supers essentially will start rising up, and these super teams like the Avengers will pop up, right? Which is exactly what is happening, is just like a group of super soldiers is now on the streets, right? And then we find out that, he's a baron. He's rich. He's got his own jet, which doesn't really, you don't get that impression, or I didn't get that impression in the Secret Wars, not the Secret Wars.
Civil War.
Civil Wars. In Civil War, I did not get the impression that he was like loaded.
No, and obviously Falcon didn't there either because had no
Yeah.
idea that he was rich. But he was a baron in Sokovia before they just wrecked it all up. So that's nice.
And he does make a point of saying, yeah, we were royalty before before your people destroyed our land.
Mhm.
But now I think
So, yep.
Sokovia doesn't even exist, right? At this point. In the
It's
whole- yeah.
it's in ruins, I think.
I think that's. I believe he mentions that it was gobbled up by its neighbors, cannibalistic neighbors, or something.
Yeah. I might have missed that, but
it's the borders of it are gone. It got amalgamated into some other countries, or whatever.
Now, in Civil War, did it come crashing down, or did they gently lower it back? I can't remember.
No, it came crashing down, didn't it?
Yeah, I feel like it didn't do as much damage because they
slowed it down.
Stop it from getting up as high as it could have, but it still did a lot of damage to Sokovia itself, I believe.
Yeah. So that's why I say it's a lot of it's in ruins, I think.
Yeah.
You get a couple of little quips here about the fridge being out and how if it doesn't pass the smell test, to serve it to the other two.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good. I also found it interesting in this scene how
that did happen in
it did happen in
Ultron.
Ultron. You're right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Tynerius.
How tripping out Bucky goes about him reading the notebook, the list.
Yeah, so there's the notebook there. You get a better look at a lot of the names, which I don't know. I don't recognize a lot of the names character-wise. And I think I read somewhere else that that some of the names refer to like production, like in cast members and stuff. Like, so like kind of like a bit of a throw out to like some of the production artists and stuff that went into the show and stuff. But like you said, when he mentions Nakozima or whatever, the old man, right? And then nearly kills him. So I wanted to see it actually.
You know, the old Baron there, Helmet, is it Helmet? Right?
I think so.
Helmet Zemo is very calm in all situations. Whether he's got a hand around his neck or whatever's happening, he's just like a cucumber.
Guns flying off. He's quick on his feet too.
Yeah.
You know, Captain Comics. Thank you. Ahoy, mate.
Ahoy, mate.
We are back at it with a episode 3 of the Winter Soldier today. Anybody just tuning in? That's what we're doing. So we just reached the part where they're on the plane and Zemo's almost got his head taken off by Bucky here. Bucky Lassick.
I think he knows that he's so valuable that no one's actually going to kill him.
Yeah. Right now he's got value. And then in that, while they're sitting there, we find out that is actually the same notepad that Steve Rogers had in the other movie. So he's just got a different type of name written down. And then they talk a little bit about how the music that Steve liked.
Yeah, you liked 40s games, wasn't it?
They talked about some.
Oh yeah, Bucky.
Which side of the
I
screen do
like
I have
40s
to-
music, he says.
Yeah, we need to put each other in a different spot.
Then you talk about Miles Davis. And he was like, yeah, I kind of like Miles Davis.
Miles
So you liked
Davis?
a little bit
No.
They talk
No, it
about
was
how
not.
Rogers
No.
like Miles Davis.
What was it? Miles Davis?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was Marvin Gaye.
I think it was Marvin Gaye.
It was Marvin Gaye.
I think it was Marvin Gaye.
You could be right.
Marvin.
No.
Everybody likes Marvin.
Yeah, he's like, I like Marvin. So anyway, they discuss the next steps in their journey, which is to work their way up the ladder of criminals, essentially, right? Starting with, I can't believe I forget her name, but we'll get to it in a second. Cuts over to a scene where you get a little bit more of that reasoning why they're doing what they're doing, which is possibly why they needed those vaccines.
Yes.
And stuff like that in the beginning is because people are dying.
Yeah.
Not sure. I can't remember if it was mentioned who this person was to her. Maybe it was somebody that was higher up in their little organization.
They don't really say who it was, but you could get a sense that she was pretty close to her.
Yeah. Whoever this is, they meant a lot.
Yeah.
So it kind of spreads light on why they're doing what they're doing, right? And then we clip over to Madripoor.
I had to look up and see if Madripoor was an actual place or not.
Is it?
No.
No?
Like Sokovia, it is fake.
It's another Wakanda.
Yep.
What are you telling me?
Madripoor.
Wakanda's not real?
Only
How
in
do you
Alberta.
know? How do you know they kept it a secret? Anyway, Madripoor is a city where there is one of those. There's a high society and a low society, by the looks of it.
So all criminal though, right?
Yeah, it's all criminal, but there's like it's split into two tiers of.
Go right, you're good side. You go left, you're on the poor side.
Yeah.
Now, didn't they say it used to be like a pirate haven, and it just kept the tradition going for hundreds of years?
Yeah. This is where we get to see a nice clip of Sam's super duper outfit.
I love it.
Who was he supposed to be pretending to be? The smiling
tiger.
Yeah. Conrad Mack.
Yeah. Which he finds out by looking at his phone that he actually does quite look like him.
Bit.
And
he
Bucky,
thinks he looks like a pimp.
Yeah. I like how the Baron says something along the lines of, leave it to you guys to think that sort of a getup means like low class type deal, right? So
Americans.
Yeah. And Bucky is forced to play the act of the Winter Soldier again, right? Stating that everything has to go as planned. Your characters have to be played to a T. There's no room for error.
Perfect.
Right? So they've got to keep in these characters, which might be hard for Bucky because he's trying to not be that person, right? And as they're walking up through the town, they get a ride to this area of town, and you get a good glimpse of the power broker on the wall there.
I was excited to get clarification on whether Power Broker was like an agency or whether it was an individual, because I did bring it up in the last episode.
When we find out that it is an actual person here, right? So
yeah.
So you get the idea that the Power Broker is everywhere here.
Big Brother.
Yeah, it's just they're plastered all over. They want to be feared, or he wants to be feared, right? So they hop into a club or a bar, which is called the Brass Monkey. I found out.
Was it the bronze monkey or the brass monkey?
They're bronze. It was both at one point in the comics.
Oh.
So at one point it was the bronze. I believe it's more often called the bronze monkey than the brass monkey. Yeah, so they go in and they inquire about.
Cut that snake open.
Yeah, they
Cut a snake open and make a drink out of it.
Yeah, as they're inquiring about the information they need and trying to find this specific person, Sam's character, being the act that he's putting on, apparently likes this specific drink. Looks delicious.
Nothing like a little shot with a snake liver in it.
Yeah.
Sam's super happy to take that drink, eh?
Yeah, that was a good scene. It made me quite happy watching him try and take that shot. It was well played for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
trying to find out this information and having a nice drink about it, and you get a glimpse of this person trying to conceal their face.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not supposed to know who it is yet. Did anybody know who it is when they saw her?
Not even.
No.
To be fair, I couldn't remember who she was when I did see her. I had to go back and kind of look some stuff up.
Yeah, I watch the movies like on a regular basis, so there's no way of knowing right there. You didn't, other than knowing that she's in it from the trailers, you wouldn't know.
I feel like I need to, after this episode in particular, I felt like I needed to go. I do need to go back and probably rewatch the movies in order. If I wasn't on such a Star Wars kick right now,
yeah,
that's probably what I would be doing. But I do need to go back and rewatch the whole bit in order
for sure. And Disney Plus has a in their listings, they have it in chronological order.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Perfect.
Yep. Starts out with Captain America. The second movie is Captain Marvel. Yeah. So I love it.
It's super how they played it out.
So shotgun, you're gonna have to start again.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll only take the next year.
Yeah.
To do so. So they're having these conversations, and a confrontation comes up with Zemo and one of the Patreons of this club. And
he's not welcome here.
Says you're not welcome here. Refers to the power broker as a he. Mm-hmm. So we know that the power broker is a man of some sort. Who it is yet, we don't know. But everybody fears him, and the Baron's not welcome. He says, well, you can either let me talk to this person that I want to talk to,
Selby.
or is it Sylvie or
Selby?
Selby, yeah. Okay. I have it on another clip. It's even written on it. I just need to get to it.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him talk to him.
He's like, you can either let us talk to her, or you can tell him to come down and deal with me and the Winter Soldier here. Mm. And he essentially sicks the Winter Soldier out on him. And I don't know if reluctantly or not.
No, he legitimately just goes straight into
loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of looked like he took his role back pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sunk back into it.
Yeah.
Did Zemo pretend to use the code words or anything there? I couldn't.
No, I think because at this point he would already have control over him.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But at one point, Zemo actually pushes people into the fight.
Yeah.
Like,
people got up.
To continue it type deal, right? And he just, first off, watching Bucky fight is a joy for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think he's become like a favorite for me in the last little while, especially through this show and stuff.
Yeah, I do enjoy his character a lot, for sure.
Pins him down, a guy down, and then they finally get the go ahead to go and see Selby, whom we
Which
see
is
here.
really not. It's really not a scary name. Like I wasn't like, ooh, it's Selby.
Yeah, it's not.
You know?
The power broker doesn't even seem that scary to me, but it's not to this point. And I think this is a gender swap from the comics.
Yeah. Well, she
Um,
kind of looks like a budget Ellen DeGeneres too. I mean, this is not intimidating at all. I'm not
a little bit
intimidated.
Asian. I mean, he half expected her to dance over a table. It's
Kind of just seems like the female version of a pimp, sitting back there, running everything.
yeah, she's obviously got some sort of power. I'm not super familiar with the character, but obviously this is the person you go to for information. They have a bit of a chat. Zemo offers Bucky to her sexually.
Oh my!
She can give him any command. She can give him any command she wants.
That's
right?
true. That's true. Yeah.
So what do they find out here from her?
Just the name.
Yeah, it was Carrie. Was it? Was the name Carrie or Kara?
Who?
A name.
No, we were talking about the doctor.
Are you watching a different show?
Oh, doctor. Yeah, I'm watching a different show.
Yeah, Dr. Wilfred something.
Nagel.
I'm a little too far. That's what I am.
Yeah, they get some information, Dr. Wilfred Nagel. And then Sam gets a call from his sister, which gives his position away.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And all shit hits the fan at that point. Selby gets taken out by some unknown person, like a sniper through the window or something like that. And they're forced to run. And Zemo says something along the lines of just act natural, don't carry your guns. You know, this is going to take some finesse, right? And instantly, the John Wick notification goes out.
Like
and
instantly.
Yeah,
That's
instantly. Crazy. I don't know what sort of, there's a bounty for a lot of money.
Let's figure that out. So 1,000 bitcoins.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Well, it says 1K B.
The B is the Bitcoin with the.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, I didn't know that actually. Thank you, Rob.
I just learned something right now.
We need that thing that goes over the now you know. You know.
Okay. Oh, 1,000 bitcoins equals $58,078,700 US dollars.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Nice. So there's a hefty bounty on them. So yep, the John Wick notice goes out, and instantly phones are starting to ring as they're walking through the alleyways and stuff like that. And I found out just before doing this video that, interestingly enough, the person who produced or had something to do with John Wick actually had something to do with writing the script for this. So that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I don't know how true that is. I hope it's true because I just heard it. I just read it. Yeah, they are forced to book it, and they run. And at this point, I'm wondering why Bucky's not super running.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe he's just trying to be nice to the other folks that are running with him.
Well, Zemo has booked it in an opposite direction.
Yeah, you think that he's actually escaped by then? like I did. I thought he kind of just took off.
Yeah, I think that's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might be taking it easy just because Sam doesn't have his wings. But still, I want to see him run his little legs off. And then they get into a back alley where Sharon Carter comes out and takes out some of the baddies and kind of saves their butt. So that's when you find out that hooded person was Sharon.
No, I didn't watch the show. Is that Agent Carter? Or is that something?
Like Peggy Carter
Oh, okay.
type deal.
Is that her niece?
It's a relative of her.
Okay.
I think it's her niece. I want to say
Yeah, I'm not exactly. I can't remember the exact
great niece.
thing, but yeah, it's a relative. They ask her for help. She's reluctant because of Zemo. Because Zemo was a big part of why she had to go underground and stuff like that. Then we find out that she is dealing in some dark arts. I mean, some. How's it going, Geek Out? Roscoe, how's it going?
Roscoe.
It's good to see you here.
Welcome.
He says Chris Grimm kind of looks like a young version of the guy who played Baron Zemo to me. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Is that
I'll
a
take it.
compliment?
I don't know. I found him handsome, so I'm gonna go with you.
And he's actually quite witty in this. So, I wouldn't take that as a bad thing. 1 mil Canadian, apparently. Tyneria says.
That's a good bounty.
That sounds like a lot less than what you said, Rob.
It does.
Anyway, thanks a lot for joining us, guys. Yeah, we find out that she's collecting art to get by. In the 5 years. What's that?
She's been stealing her.
Well, I don't know if she's stealing it. She's definitely
selling. She's just collecting
selling
it and selling it.
They find out that, which Sam doesn't believe it, but like a high percentage of the art that's actually in the big museums is fake.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the real stuff is in places like this, right? So she's gotten by over that 5-year period. I'm going to assume that she wasn't blipped.
Yeah, because she's set up a criminal empire here.
Yeah, and she's clearly, we'll see soon, gained some skills.
Yes.
Because, we'll get to that. But they have a little discussion about her helping find some information about the name that they acquired. And they make a little bit of a deal where Sam tries to get her pardoned. Right?
Yeah.
Making a little joke about how if the cyborg killing machine got off, then we could probably get you off. So,
I don't know how Falcon's going to do that. I mean, he can't even get a loan.
Yeah, he can't get a bank loan at this point. He's like, yeah, I'll get you off the hook. So, but regardless whether he can do it or not, that's the deal.
Now, didn't they mention at the beginning of this scene where they found her, she's the one that got the shield?
Yeah, she stole it.
And the wings. I gave them
and the
back.
wings in the other movie.
And that's how she ended up in this predicament.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Tyneria says that he has a feeling that she's the power broker.
I heard
That'd
something.
be an interesting twist.
Now,
for sure.
a lot of people have said that, but unless there's a different, I don't know, Zemo referred to the power broker as a he several times.
But if nobody's seen the power broker,
But also
nobody
that
knows.
he's never met him in person.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right? Now, judging by something earlier, I suggest that maybe she works for the power broker. I don't think she is the power broker, but we will see.
Either way, that would be a nice little twist on the whole jam here. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So they all go to a party. Seems to be a lot of bar hopping in this.
This party seemed great, though. That was really bumping.
Yeah, real nice bumping party, and everybody except for Zemo seems to be working because Sharon's gathering information.
Mm-hmm.
The other two are keeping their eye open, and probably one of the best scenes in this entire friggin' show. And I wish I had a GIF of it. Is that Zemo? Because if you with the music that's going on and the hands pumping up and then it clipping over to him doing this little
bit of a train pump.
Just not taking anything seriously. This scene blew up the internet.
The great scene.
There is just GIFs all over the place, and I wish that I had a video clip of it that I could put up, but I don't know how to do that.
Honestly, this episode made it hard for me to even see Zemo as the villain. Like, yeah, I enjoy him too much to be upset with him at this point.
But I think that's also
full villain. I'm just going to be like, no, I kind of like him still.
But isn't that a clever thing to do? Is to try to make you feel like something's not what it is. Marvel's great at doing that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, I think we can all agree this scene is great and amazing. We're now seeing the resemblance, apparently. Yeah, I think Roscoe's on to something.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that to light. I might have a new nickname for you.
I'm going to change my nickname on here.
Yeah. So they get dragged out of there because she found some information, and it leads them to the docks.
Okay.
Where they find a hidden lab, and I think honestly, this is a very cool hideout.
Yeah,
sweet.
That.
I think it's one of my it's got to be up there on my top hideouts.
For sure,
it's pretty cool.
And a lot of people, I don't know if you guys have seen them, but a lot of people make those little houses and stuff out of these sea cans, these containers now, and they come out really cool. So when I saw that, I was just thinking about all the little houses that I've seen made out of these.
Yeah, a lot of people make
a little hideout.
Yeah, a lot of people make a lot of sheds and all sorts of stuff out of these bins, right? So it makes sense, right? But there's multiple levels of this. Yeah. They go through a hidden door and upstairs and stuff, right? And then that's where we meet Dr. Wilfred Nagel.
You know what I'm enjoying right now is that I feel like I'm watching the Borderlands opening clips, because you have these little nameplates stuck beside everybody's head.
I wish I had the theme song.
I know.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. But yeah, we find him.
That's the wrong song.
It's in the first one, isn't it?
Maybe.
It's in one of them.
Okay.
You look it up. It's in.
I'm just gonna let you have it.
I'm pretty sure it's in one of them.
I think it's "Ain't No Place for No Hero."
No, when they're driving through the Tynerius will know.
Third one, I think.
When they're driving in the bus, Tynerius, back me up.
I don't think he said "shoot me in the face."
Shoot me in the face.
Shoot me in the face.
Shoot me in the face. Back to the show, guys.
All right, sorry.
We
This
have
is where he says that that was it Carrie or that girl, the redhead. She stole all the vaccines.
yeah.
I think that's what I was talking about before, and I got ahead of myself.
Oh, I
I
see.
think her name's Carrie or something, and she steals everything.
There you go.
Just-
I knew Tynerius would know. This is what a nerdy chat's all about, is, you know, veering off into different conversations that have nothing to do with anything. Yeah, you're right. They find him, they discuss with him where the vaccine, or where the serums are. And he says, he doesn't say this. How's it going, Ren? I think he's referring to your Ninja Tut. I don't know. Oh, Ninja Turtle guy on your head. He's referring to the Ninja Turtle guy on your head there, Rob. Which is an awesome. I don't know if you noticed that, Grimm.
I did. I saw it right away, and I want that hat because
Yeah, it's got that's how you
it's got
type
the
it out.
tie up back.
Yeah,
Oh, he's still got the label on it and everything, eh?
oh, I do.
Yeah, I'm jealous too.
Beautiful hat.
We've influenced him hardcore
Good,
over
good.
the last little while.
Because you guys have been doing the Teen Ninja Turtle movies and books.
Yeah, we're loving him. So we find out that he was working for Hydra before, and when he blipped out, came back, and
No,
now
he
he
was-
is.
Didn't he say he was working for Hydra, then the CIA? Was that what it was? And then the blip,
Yeah, then the blip.
and then his work was all erased. Basically, he was just tossed aside.
And then the power broker, picked him up and was happy to fund him. And he said that he's figured out a way to make the serum so that it's more subtle. Right?
Yeah, you said that people were getting all bulky and strong, and then he made it more subtle, so they were just normal human beings, but they had powers.
He worked CIA. Yeah, okay. I think Tynerius. I think he said Hydra, then CIA. I think the CIA picked him up after Hydra shit went down, and then
Tynerius, I'm not going to lie to you. When I read that, I thought you said he worked for Chia.
Chia Pet.
He made Chia Pets.
Then
the inventor.
Yeah, he was working for Chia, and then the CIA.
This guy could use Chia Pet on his head.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's developed a serum that allows people to gain those powers without still being able to mix in with the normal folk.
And not just 8 of them, which is what we were counting with the Cloud Riders there, but 20 vials, right? Yeah.
Yeah, something along 20 vials. And I believe they said that they took them all. He said they took them all. Anyway.
I'm just going back here. He was brought into the Hydra's Winter Soldier program. 5 failed test subjects in Siberia, then recruited by the CIA. Then the blip.
Yeah.
And then he was the one that was testing
Isaiah's
blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isaiah, yeah. So yeah, he had something to do with that.
He also said that during the blip that no one ever did anything with his research for 5 years, and he came back and then it was all just sitting there waiting for him. It's kind of weird.
Well, I got the impression that he had to start over.
He had to start over.
Is that the impression you guys got?
I think so.
That's how I'm feeling it.
Yeah. That's the impression I got, but you might be right, Rob. I'm not sure. Or
I think it was like the research was just kind of pushed to the side. They just didn't do anything. They were like, meh.
This
Next
makes
project.
it's kind of weird that nobody did anything with it after, they just kind of just said, oh, we're done with it. And, it wasn't a concern to them anymore.
Well, they probably couldn't figure it out the same way, right? So it got side shelved. What I like about this scene is how he's pretty reluctant to talk until Bucky's like, I'm going to put a gun in your face and then you're going to talk. So they get the information they need out of him, and then Baron Zemo shoots him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Kills him down. They're pretty frustrated about him doing that, but just as they're doing that, some guy with a rocket launcher...
Oh.
Or no. First off, we get a clip of John Wick.
Yeah, right?
Somebody
She-
needs to make her Captain America.
Legit. Like, she is ridiculous.
Because she is absolutely kicking ass all through the scene where they're getting information from that guy. It clips back and forth to her kicking ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like she over the last couple of years has really developed some skills.
Yeah.
Or has she maybe had some dealings with the power broker and is a little more amped up?
Yeah. But I really actually quite enjoyed the scenes where she's just kicking butt.
Oh yeah.
I also got the impression that when he shot the scientist or the doctor there, that he was the last person on Earth that knew how to make the serum.
Yeah, it feels
That's
it
good.
Yeah.
definitely
There.
felt like that.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. There's no one else that can make it now.
his objective is to stop that, right?
Right.
So him putting a bullet in that guy is his way of doing that, right?
Yeah, he's got his own objective on this mission.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely has his own agenda.
Yeah. Like, they're playing each other, right? Like, they're getting him out of jail so he can play him, but he's also playing them at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after all this ass kickery, the missile comes down and blows the place up. They narrowly escape.
That's when you really realize how big the lab actually was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
You know?
for sure.
It's pretty
This
huge.
thing was huge.
Yeah.
So realistically, any research he had in there is gone now too.
Yep.
So there's a bit of a scene after this that where they're having a gunfight with the remainder of the characters that hadn't gotten their butt kicked.
And Zemo takes off, going on him.
And again, yeah, like for the second time, you feel like Zemo has jet. Like,
Yeah.
he's gone. And you get a little bit of that back and forth with Sam and Bucky again, which is nice.
I kind of felt this is when Sam kind of needs one of those buttons on his suit that brings out his wings, kind of like
Iron
when
Man?
Iron Man hits his chest and his whole suit comes. I thought that was really cool because that was the
Yeah.
first time, like on the weekend I watched that movie. It was the first time I seen that come out like that. It was really cool.
Well, he had that.
Kind of need the same thing, right? I kind of geeked out a little bit.
He had that built in Wakanda, though. So there's some
I didn't see that one yet.
precious research going into that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, helpful because you don't like Sam's not wearing his gear at all in this, right?
He definitely could use it.
Just walk around as a civilian.
Yeah.
He doesn't use a gun.
We had to get into that tight pimp suit, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No room for the backpack.
That's a bit of a dead giveaway, eh? Yeah, so they're having a bit of a shootout. They're kind of locked down, and then you get this really cool picture of Zemo, where he walks up with that mask in his hand, puts it on, and then he blows the one of the gas lines. I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Apparently, the mask gives him his powers because he just goes straight badass after he throws it on.
Yeah.
He kind of reminded me of the Red Skull a bit when he put it on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
He hates the Red Skull.
I know, but that's what he kind of reminded me of a little bit.
Yeah. So he pretty much saves them again.
Yeah.
Going back to that whole thing where through this show or through this episode, you feel like he's more of an asset than he is he's more of a good guy than a bad guy at the moment. So it would appear. But what lurks underneath?
I'm still waiting for the M. Night Shyamalan of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where you don't know if Sharon's on the good side or the bad side right now.
Definitely when you start guessing.
Yeah.
Because she gets in the car and she says, "We got a problem."
Yeah, you don't know what her agenda is.
And this is where I started thinking that maybe she's working for the power broker.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because I don't think she is the power broker. So we finally get a shot of them, of the new captain and the new Bucky. I mean, and they're a little late to the punch, but they've gone to see the Baron Zemo, but he's not there. He's a bit upset about it.
Showing his true colors again.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly.
Kind of turning into an asshole.
Yeah. We've got another scene where they're back on the plane and they're talking about I can't remember her name. The name of the old lady that was dying.
Oh, and
Do you guys remember her name at all?
No.
Because they had found out her name, and then they find out by the end of this conversation that she died and stuff. Also during this scene, they have a little bit of a discussion about the shield again.
Donya Madani.
Yeah. That's one of the leads that they find. And then by the end of this scene, they end up finding out that she's passed. And the scene that I like, the part that I like about this scene is Bucky and Sam talking about the shield again. And Sam saying, I'm going to take that shield.
yeah.
Like, one of us needs to.
He says he should have destroyed it.
Yeah.
Instead of putting it in a museum. So I've been reading a little bit, and kind of the scene at the end of Endgame when Steve Rogers comes back and gives the shield to him. A lot of people think that prior to this show, in those 5 years maybe, that Sam did have a shot at being a Captain America, and he just wasn't cut out to be Captain America. So a lot of people think that he might have been Captain America for a short period of time, and he just didn't cut out to be. I don't know what you think about that. Just read something about.
Anyone else want to touch on that? I have an opinion about that. Because I see that being unlikely, personally. You know, I feel like if that was the case, like, I don't think Disney is gonna skip something like that in their cinematic universe. You know, that's a pretty big piece of a puzzle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly don't see them skipping over something like that. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
That red.
No, yeah, there's fan theories all over
There's a
the
lot
place,
of things up there.
right? Me personally, I don't see it because I don't see Disney not taking advantage of, putting that in a scene somewhere. So, anyway, I don't know if we're missing anything from this scene, but if I can't think of anything, so we will carry on. Yeah, that's a really good theory, though.
Okay.
Yeah, this show does take place after Endgame.
Not too far after. So
No.
there's not really much time.
Yeah, that's exactly what Tinerius is saying, too. Yeah, I think I agree with Tinerius on that one. Yeah, because WandaVision, I think this is like 6 months after, I think, or something like that. Somewhere between like a year and 6 months, I think this takes place. So, if I'm not
Is this
mistaken,
taking place while WandaVision is happening then? Same time?
I think this takes place after WandaVision. I think that's what I heard, but I might be wrong about that. Sometimes it can be hard to keep track of the timeline.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Clips over to a scene where the flag smashers are thieving, but it's like that what you were saying before, Grimm, about the Robin Hood thing.
Yep.
Where their intentions are pretty clear, like pretty good. Yeah, they're literally stocking up for supplies, right? And again, it gives that sense that they're just doing things for the good until she leaves her car and blows it up with all the guards and stuff in there and stuff like that. And even the driver is saying, like,
yeah, there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people left in there. And then she says something along the lines of, this is the only way they listen. Right?
So she's stepping it up.
Oh, she's definitely stepping it up.
I kind of got the idea this was one of their supply depots or something like that. Because when she's walking into the building, one of the guards says, "Oh, you filthy flag smashers," and she turns around and says, "You had 6 months worth of stuff while we're fighting. Why weren't you giving it out?"
Yeah.
So I think they were somehow related, but
like they're hoarding it.
Yeah. Like we're on your side, but we're just going to hang on to this. We don't want to give it away.
Well, it's a matter of like, this is all this stuff is gathered up and stuff like that, but it's not being given to the people, essentially, is what she's saying, right? And which is their intention, is to take this and give it to the people who need it. But at the same time, she's literally killing people now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like
sending the message out. Okay, you're on our side. You got this stuff. Give it out, or we're coming after you.
It's a good cause, but
yeah,
maybe she went too far. But I guess they're going to listen now. And then
you see the beads.
The anal beads.
Is Bucky's the only one that notices them?
Yeah, so they are near the end of the show. They're coming up to a building. Where are they going exactly there? That's something that I was a little fuzzy on.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, that woman that died, weren't they going to see where she was? Like thinking maybe they're still in the area?
Okay, that's what I gathered from it. The conversation they were having when that was going on, they were talking about how the map has been redone ever since the blip in Sokovia and all that stuff, right? Borders are different and stuff like that. And they mentioned something along the lines of, or Zemo mentions something along the lines of, have they seen it or have they been there since then? And they're like, no. And he's like, of course you wouldn't.
A monument or something that's there, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the other movies ended with a
Yeah.
monument.
To all the people that died in Sokovia.
Yeah.
He said, oh yeah, well, why would you go there? You're the ones that did it.
Yeah.
So he's got a bit of a thing against them for that. Well, and like you said, I used to be royalty until you destroyed my country.
Yeah. Everybody's got a beef with everybody. But yeah, Bucky's the only one who decides he's going to stay outside because he notices the Kimoyo beads on the ground there, which are a Wakandan technology.
He just says, I'm going to go for a walk.
Yeah.
They don't think anything suspicious of it. Like,
Oh, why would they?
Well,
go ahead, go for a walk.
He lived in Wakanda during the blip, didn't he? So he would have known. He's the only one that would have noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he ends up following that trail into an alleyway where he finds Ayo, which is, I think, she's definitely one of the like Wakandan guards.
Yeah.
I think she was what's Okoye?
Yep.
She was second under Okoye, I think. So this is where it ends off, and she's saying, "I'm here for Zemo." So obviously the Wakandans have not forgotten what Zemo did, which is killed their king.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not happy about that. Kind of leaves it open to where that's going to go. I have a feeling what's going to happen is that there's going to be an agreement made where use him until he's not valuable anymore, but then he's ours.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
And I have a feeling now that.
Go ahead.
Now that, sorry. I have a feeling that now that she's showing up, we're going to find out what happened to Black Panther in the
T'Challa?
In the Marvel Universe now that he's actually dead. So
yeah, I don't know if we'll find that out during this show, though, or not.
It might hint to it, though. Because if someone's got to mention, like, how is T'Challa doing? Well, blah, blah, blah. We got to
eventually
make up a story.
Anyway, Grimm, you were going to say something?
I don't know what I was going to say.
Sorry.
Something along those lines.
I heard you kind of try to chime in a few times, but then a conversation kept developing, and I was like, oh. Sometimes when that happens, you just forget everything you were going to say.
When I'm reading a little bit here at the same time as we're kind of chatting, so I'm just trying to get up to date on all my characters.
Tynerius is asking, what movie did Black Panther die? He didn't.
Nah, that's kind of where it's gonna have to figure out a way to pick up and turn. I think it's Shuri that's gonna take over as the Black Panther, right?
I don't know, 'cause she's in a bit of hot water with Marvel, so
the actor.
Yeah.
My voice just went like super weird. Ah! Yeah, but anyway, that's part of the struggle here. I know.
So, Lord Tynerius, Black Panther didn't die, but Chadwick Boseman, the actor that played him, died. So,
is that what you're asking? When did Chadwick die? He didn't. He still lives in my heart.
I'm confused too. My week's homework is to watch Black Panther.
Well,
So
essentially, Rob, this doesn't affect the movie at all, those movies at all. It will affect future movies. Because the Black Panther doesn't die in the cinematic universe.
No, I didn't think he did.
But the actor Chadwick died, obviously, which I'm not sure if Tynerius was aware of that. Because he's saying, "Oh, gee."
That's what we'll do.
What's
okay,
that?
like Tobey Maguire will play him. Who knows?
That's a shame.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
If you want to, here's what I would like to see. I would like to see her take on the throne, but not the identity of the Black Panther. Because I don't think that the Black Panther does not have to be the king. It just has to be their protector. So if someone like, is it Okoye? If Okoye would make a great Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
If she were to take on the persona of the Black Panther and then little sister take on the throne, I think that would work. Whether that happens or not, Kevin Hart.
Well,
Kevin Hart.
I think
That's
Shaq.
one short Panther.
I think Shaq could do good.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Also, what's the guy who played what's his name? The rival in Black Panther. The rival tribe.
Can't remember.
M'Baku.
M'Baku. The guy who, if I would love to see him take on that. I can't see that happening, but I think first off, I think it would be an honor.
Well, they did show up in Endgame to fight with the Wakandans.
Yeah. I think it would be an honor for him to play that character. I don't think anybody would say a damn word about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it would, I don't know. I think it would fit well. So, but anyway, hopefully we'll see more and more about what comes with the Black Panther. This is definitely a Wakandan tie-in.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll see more about that and hear more about that. Maybe some Easter eggs. But until then,
great time of year for Easter eggs.
What's the next movie for that? Is it Wakanda Forever? Is the next movie?
No, Wakanda. I put Wakanda Forever there just out of respect.
Okay, so what's the next movie called?
Wakanda Forever. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, you're just messing with me.
Yeah.
No, it's another Black Panther movie, though, right?
I'm not sure what the next Marvel movie is. I know that there's some series coming out.
Widow supposed to come out?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I believe you're right. But that's time-wise, that's based before.
Yes.
That's based
That's
before
way
quite a bit of this.
Avengers and anything like it's.
Yeah. So that you're gonna have to tuck that right into your watching your order there.
Yeah.
For the timeline. So I think that one's going to be all right. But anyway, we've successfully gone over again.
Crushed it.
Oh, yes.
Boss.
Tynerius is right. We're looking forward to Doctor Strange after that.
Yeah, another Thor. Then there's the Five Rings.
Captain Strange.
Captain Strange. What else we got here? Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And then he's saying Thor: Love and Thunder.
Spider-Man 3.
Forward to that one. Oh yeah.
Yeah, lots to look forward to. And then for series-wise, we're looking at Loki still.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Hawkeye.
Yep.
Yep.
Moon Knight,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is going to be, it's got to be great. So big Moon Knight fan here. So
What's the Eternals something is coming too, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not sure where down the line. Feige put out a big thing about the next like 100 years of Marvel movies or something like that. Because we've got a She-Hulk series are coming.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah,
We've
that's
got
right.
we've got
I
What
know a lot
If.
of stuff got pushed too, right? Like,
Most
so we don't
stuff.
even know what's coming out because everything got pushed. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
look
this
at-
whole pandemic thing has screwed everything up.
That's been our blip.
It's, I also heard
we're
that.
on year 2 of the blip.
Yeah, I also heard they had to change quite a few things in the plot of this show because it was too similar. Like the whole virus thing
Oh yeah.
is too similar to current events. So I heard they had to midway change plot a little bit.
Hmm.
Again, I don't know how true that is, but that's just something that I had heard, or I read that. I try to do a lot of reading when I do this stuff. I'm just not real 100% certain whether my sources are great. Anyway, guys, you want to wrap this up or what?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Thank you very much,
I have
Lord
a
Tenerius.
cheesesteak to make.
Good night.
He's saying,
Demo.
have a good night, Nerdycouch, Rob, Shotgun, and Zemo. I applaud that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so before we go, let's chat a little bit about what's going on. Next week, are we doing another the final edition of the Middle West, Rob?
Middle West. Yep. Last 3 episodes.
Yeah, looking forward to tying that one up. Last 3 episodes. Looking forward to tying that one up. It's been a great story, and then we'll see what we're gonna do after that. We'll definitely have another mini series or something like that after that.
Mhm.
As far as the Ninja Turtle Last Ronin goes with Grimm and I, until that next episode, dang it! Till that,
So Captain
that-
Strange delivers that last episode.
yeah. Nice, Rob. Shotgun. Until that next issue comes around, we'll be trying to do as many one shots as we can.
Yeah, we'll find something to read, I'm sure.
Because that last one was great. I had a lot of fun with that, and I've got a couple of other ideas coming up that you guys will see very shortly. So just if you haven't clicked that notification button or rang that bell, then do so, because we got a lot more to come in the near future. A lot of hopefully big things. So some pretty important things actually too. So yeah, subscribe and hit all those buttons that do stuff, because it really helps the channels. I think they can only do one thumb. If you do 2 thumbs up, you'll actually negate your thumbs up. So don't do that.
Don't do that, man.
Just do 1 thumbs up.
Right.
Yeah. So
Please leave a comment.
Sorry.
yeah, definitely leave a comment and share it with your friends, because we want to grow.
Sorry.
What are you doing? You like doing some sort of Hulu thing?
No, my wife just came down and she thinks she might have a spider in her hair, so I think she's having a panic attack, and wants me to look, but I'm trying to maintain my professionalism. Yeah.
Oh,
thank you.
Tynerius gave us
Nice.
3 likes, so that evens it out.
That's the way
Thank
to do
you.
it.
Thank you. Anyway, guys, really appreciate everybody showing up.
See you later, guys.
Thank you for everybody who has watched this on the rerun. We love you guys.
And Grimm, in this case, do not kill it with fire.
Yeah,
So,
just never don't kill it with fire. It's not good.
No, you never kill spiders.
Not when it's in your
Those
wife's
are your
hair.
whole family pack.
I'm picturing it.
Mm.
Bye, everybody. Take
Good
care.
night.
We'll see you soon.
So, guys.